right? Shalom, shalom. This Louisiana Tabernacle of David. First and foremost, we want to get all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessed salutations to the Akim, the whole free lake out there is pushing his work, doing his work and pushing his word through the four winds. Shalom.
Shalom, Makyar. All right, the Most High, let's do it again. Jeremiah 3:15. The Most High has raised up the standard, man. And that standard he raised up, he's raised up men in these last days to feed the Most High's flock and water the Most High's flock as he commanded, to teach us, the nation of Israel, sound doctrine and elect men to show what it takes to get into the kingdom of heaven, because we have to labor into that rest. Bring it out right, Fad.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
All right, so the Most High said he was going to fill his servants up with wisdom, and then he was going to have his servants to come teach the elect men knowledge and wisdom. All right, so the elect men can water the flock, tend to the vineyard, all right, and the kingdom of heaven get built up, because the kingdom of heaven is the man. Give me John chapter 21 verse 16. All right, the Most High, when you read what we're about to bring out, these are the last charges, all right, the last commands he gave his disciples before he ascended into the heavens to prepare a place for us. Bring it out, brother.
This is John chapter 21 and verse 16. He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, love thou me? He said unto him, Yeah, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my sheep.
All right, he told him, feed my sheep. That's what when you see the prophets out on the corners doing sit downs, all right, brothers coming together, all right, doing sit downs, all right, it's all about building up the kingdom of heaven. And the way you build up the kingdom of heaven is to tell them the truth of the scriptures, man, and to show the brothers that take heed to this doctrine the pathway that they need to take to go to the kingdom of heaven. And that's what we're about to go into. All right, we're about to go over the beautiful book of Wisdom of Solomon, the 8th chapter, and we're going to walk it down, man, because this is what it takes to get into the kingdom of heaven. All right, our great note. You know what? Get Luke, what's that? Wait, what's that scripture? Try Luke, where he told Peter, I'm going to give you the keys to the kingdom. Try Matthew 16. Go to Matthew 16. It's somewhere in Matthew 16. Try Matthew 16 and 20. Because this is what we're about to do. Through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shai.
There's Matthew 16 and 20. It says, Then charged he his disciples that they should tell no man.
Nope, go up a little bit. You at the right spot. So start at Start at 18. That's it.
This is Matthew 16 and 18. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church.
All right, and the church is an assembly of Israelites. When you go into that word, it's the Greek word ecclesia, and it's an assembly of Israelites. All right, bring it out.
And it reads, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
All right, who's over the gates of hell? This world, the so-called white man's infrastructure. All right, it cannot prevail against this truth. It's nothing this devil can do to take down this truth. Bring it out, brother.
And it reads, verse 19, and I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom.
All right, we're about to go through the scriptures and through the Wisdom of Solomon, the 8th chapter, and give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven, man. Bring it out, brother.
And it reads, and whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven.
Whoever we curse, that's why when you go to Revelation, the 11th chapter, say these two witnesses tormented the wicked. All right? We could get that if you want it. On Revelation 11, when they say those two witnesses tormented the heathen, man. All right? So whatever the men of the Lord bound in heaven, if somebody wicked come against the truth and you put a curse on them, that curse, the Most High is going to make sure that curse fall down on their asses, man. Bring it out, brother.
And it reads, and whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven.
All right, so we have the keys to the kingdom of heaven, all right, to show men the way to everlasting life, man, eternal, man. Okay? And that's what we're about to do. Wisdom of Solomon 8, that's that key, man. That's that key. Let's get it. Don't worry about that. Just go to Wisdom of Solomon 8 chapter. That's that key. And the 9th chapter too. But we're not going to have time to do both of them.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 1. Wisdom reaches from one end to another mightily.
All right. And we're about to see what this woman wisdom does when she reaches from one side to the other. Bring it out, brother.
It says, and sweetly doeth she order all things.
All right. All things. Every facet of your life, man. Wisdom is all around us, man. Okay? Wisdom is in every facet of life. And we're going to see it. We're going to see how. Bring it out, brother.
Verse 2, it said, I loved her and sought her out from my youth.
All right, for you to be a man of the Lord and you want to go in the kingdom of heaven, you have to seek out wisdom. All right, you have to love her. All right, and we all know that word love is interchanged with obedience. All right, when it comes to the doctrine of life, love and obedience is one of the same. All right, bring it out, brother.
And it reads, I desire to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty.
All right, the Most High is likening this to a similitude between a man's love for his wife. All right, that's how you're supposed to, the way you love your wife, you want to take care of her, make sure she have what she needs. That's how you're supposed to be loving wisdom, man. All right, you're supposed to check in with her every day. You're supposed to deal with her every day, man. You're supposed to love her, all right? The scripture say when you find a wife, you find a good thing. All right, but wisdom is our first love, okay? Before you get a corner. In fact, you can't find a good physical corner wife unless you have wisdom dealing with you, man. First, you have that first love, wisdom. Bring it out, brother.
This is verse 3. It said, in that she is conversant with Yahweh.
All right. Yahweh created her, man. All right. Yahweh created, she was there in the beginning, man. Yahweh created his first begotten son, Yahweh Shai. And then he just poured nothing but wisdom on him. And everything else you see, Yahweh Shai created. All right? With wisdom endowed in his spirit, man. All right? Bring it out, brother.
And it reads, it says, she magnifieth her nobility. Yeah, the Lord of all things himself loved her.
Come on.
Verse 4. It reads, she is privy to the mysteries of the knowledge of Yahweh.
Get Matthew 13 and 20. 13 and 10. Salaki. She is privy to the mysteries of Yahweh B'Shem Shai. All right? And who are privy to all these allegories, metaphors, dark sentences? The men of the Lord, man. Bring it out, bro.
13 and 5.
Matthew 13 and 10.
This is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables?
Come on.
Verse 11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
All right, for you to understand the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, the Most High had to put wisdom upon you. That's why the book of James say, ye that lack wisdom, ask the Most High, and he give it to men liberally. All right, but when you ask, you better ask in faith. All right, so the Most High only gave wisdom to a few good men. He didn't give it to everybody. Okay, when we read, to this day, that's 2,000 years ago. To this day, you read these parables to these copper tops around here, the ones that are in the church every day. They don't understand them. They can't break it. They can't break it down accurate because wisdom has not descended on them. Get Proverbs 1 and 2.
Already got it. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 2. It said to know wisdom and instructions, to perceive the words of understanding.
Come on.
Verse 3, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity.
Equity.
Verse 4, to give subtlety to the simple.
All right, for you to understand those dark sentences in the book of Revelation, all right, those dark sentences all throughout the scriptures, all right, wisdom has to give you subtlety, all right, of heart for you to understand those scriptures, man. A lot of these deep breakdowns, man. Wisdom have to descend on you for you able to decipher them and navigate through the scriptures and rightly divide them, man. All right? Bring it out, brother.
And it reads, it says, we'll start back at the top. Verse 4, Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 4, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion.
Right, and to the young man. Most of us that come to this truth, we're young men. And what are we aspiring? What are we hoping for? To go into the kingdom of heaven. And for that to happen, you got to have wisdom, man. The men that march in the kingdom as the saints are going to be men of wisdom. You can go back to where you left off in Wisdom of Solomon. All right, this is the keys to heaven we're giving you, man. All right, Lord willing, we're these men. All right, freely you receive, freely you give, man. When you get a chance, read Wisdom of Solomon 8. The whole book of Wisdom of Solomon is beautiful, but it's number 8 and 9, bro. You can learn a lot from Solomon. Bring it out, bro.
It's the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 5. If riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things?
The answer is nothing. All right, because when you read 1 Kings, the 3rd chapter, Solomon asked Yahweh Shemawashah for wisdom. And then when he gave him wisdom, then the riches follow. Okay, because you can get rid of riches overnight if you don't have wisdom to guide you and teach you how to deal with it. All right. This what they say, like 70% of NBA players that made all those millions in 5 years, they filed for bankruptcy. I mean, they didn't have wisdom to know how to deal with their finances, man. Bring it out, brother.
Verse 6, and if prudence work, who of all that is a more cunning workman than she?
All right, so you got to be prudent. All right, prudent is wisdom turns you into a prudent man. Bring it out.
Verse 7.
These are the keys to heaven. Bring it out, brother.
It says, verse 7, and if a man love righteousness, her labors.
Hold up. We can't talk to him right now.
Verse 7 from the top, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 7. And if a man love righteousness, her labors are virtues.
Come on.
For she teaches temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude.
Come on. We about to get the definition of all of those. We about to get the definition of all those words. All right. Temperaments, I know that means self-control. Here, let me do it. Just like I did the last time.
You know, it ain't gonna be like that.
Right here.
No.
All right. Now, what was the first one? Temperance?
Temperance.
All right. This is a tool you need to be a man of the Lord, one of his rulers in the age to come. All right. One of the men that's going to rule the nations with an ironclad fist, with a scepter of iron. All right. You have to have this personality, this characteristic. All right. Temperance means restraint and moderation. You have to learn how to control your emotions. All right. You got to learn how to don't give in to your appetites. Okay. So this means restraint and moderation. All right. Temperance means not just drinking in moderation. It means having it all. The temper is a movement. All right. That's not a good meaning. Let me get another one. All right. Learn how to practice abstinence. All right. Self-control. Okay. This is what is the biblical definition of temperance. As emotional restraint. See what I'm saying? You got to know how to control your temper. All right? You got to know how to control your appetite. Sometimes you have to fall back on sex. Sometimes you have to fall back on alcohol. All right? Don't give in to them. All right? Self-control. Whoever is slow to anger has great understanding. You got to know how to control your emotions, control your temper. All right? But one who has a hasty temper exalts. Okay? What is an example of temperaments? Is defined as showing restraint in eating, drinking, and especially avoiding alcohol. An example of temperaments is when you refrain from drinking alcohol. Okay? I don't know why the fuck they keep using alcohol. All right, but as you can see, it's self-control. All right? What was the other one? Prudence?
Prudence, God.
All right? Let's see what prudence means. All right? These are the keys to heaven that a man of the Lord got to have. Every man that marches into the kingdom of heaven is going to have these personality traits, these characteristics. All right? Prudence, the quality of being prudent. Cautious. Okay? All right? The prudence concept, also known as conservatism principle, is an accounting principle that requires an account to record liabilities and expenses. That's not a good one. What it means to be prudent. Here we go. This is a good one. Prudent, described as an action, is prudent if it's the wise thing to do under the existing circumstances. Okay? If you show good and careful judgment when handling practical matters, you can be described as prudent. All right? Get in your Bible and get Proverbs 22:3. All right?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil.
All right. So that's one of those matters you got to learn how to be prudent. When you see all hell is about to break loose, what are you supposed to be doing? When you know what's going to happen before it happens. Proverbs, the 6th chapter tells you to learn from the slack, you sluggard. What does the ant do? In the summer months and the spring months, he prepares for the hard winter. All right? A prudent man, when you know hell is about to come, you prepare yourself. How do you prepare for what's to come? Jacob's trouble, hour in temptation. You prepare by seeking Yahweh Shem Awashai, man. Building a relationship with Yahweh Shem Awashai. Those are the ones that's going to be comforted, man. Submitting to his will and obeying his word. All right? That's what prudent men are doing. They're preparing for what's to come. All right? This is the definition of the word fortitude. That's it. You got a little bit, bro. You can finish it off.
And it says, and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
All right. The way prudent men hide themselves is by obeying and submitting to the will of Yahweh Shem Awashai. Seeking him while he may be found, man. That's what the prudent men are doing that's going to enter the kingdom of heaven. They're seeking the Most High like what's a good word? Like it's no tomorrow. Because it's no tomorrow. Because it's no tomorrow. We're at the end, man. All right, this is fortitude. Courage in the pain of adversity. All right? This devil going to come down on us. Get Revelation 12:12. This is the ultimate adversity. These are the keys to the kingdom of heaven that you're going to need to go through enter in the straight gate. All right? Bring it out. All right?
Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein.
Come on.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Woe means destruction. Come on.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
So when this devil come down on you with great wrath, because he know he have but a short time, you have to be prudent. Get 2 Ezra 7 and start at the top. You have to be prudent. Be not prudent. You have to have mental fortitude. You have to be strong mentally. When he come tell you, we're about to behead you if you don't, we're about to behead you if you don't get this radio frequency identification chip. What you gonna do? You gonna?
I gotta get it out the phone. The second entrance.
Oh, Salakia. Yeah, you do. All right. Get that second entrance. We need that. That's a good one. No, you know what? Get First Maccabees 7 and 1. Both of them good.
7 and 1.
Con.
This is First Maccabees chapter 7 and verse 1. In the 150th year of Demetrius, the son of Seleucus, departed from Rome.
First Maccabees 7 and 1. Then.
First Maccabees 7 and 1.
Con.
That's what it is.
Then get Second Maccabees
Con.
7 and 1. Salakia. It's one of them about the 7 brothers. They have mental fortitude.
Second Maccabees 7 and 1. It says, this Second Maccabees chapter 7 and verse 1. It said, it came to pass also the seven brethren with their mother were taken.
Come on.
And complied by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh.
All right. Now, their life is weighing in the balance. And all they have to do is taste swine flesh, transgress the law, right? All right. But interchange that swine flesh with the radio frequency identification chip. All right. Bring it out, brother.
And it reads, it says, and were tormented with scourges and whips.
So when you're tormented with scourges and whips, your life weighing in the balance doesn't take mental fortitude to say, I'm going through this. I love Yahweh Shema Shah more than I love my life. That takes mental fortitude, man. All right? That's what wisdom gives you. Balls of steel, man. A strong mind and balls of steel. Wisdom gets in you and takes hold of you. You don't love your life unto death, man. These guys are looking at their life, hanging in the balance, and all they had to do was eat some pork. That's it. That's how it's going to be with various brothers, man. Some brothers. Man, take this chip, we'll let you live. That wisdom has to kick in, man. No, that wisdom have to already be in. Because if you're rocking in prudence, you know you are prepared for this, that this day could come. This could be my life. You see what I'm saying? So when it really falls upon you, now you got to have the physical, the mental fortitude to endure through it. Bring it out, brother.
This is verse 2. It says, but one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die.
This act this brother did got wrote down, documented, and it's spoken amongst the church for ages, man, what he did, man. This is a prime example of mental fortitude. Bring it out, brother.
It reads, it says, rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers.
Keep reading.
Verse 3, it says, then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot. Verse 4, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first.
Ooh.
And to cut off the uttermost parts of his body.
All right, the uttermost parts is your rod, man. So he got his tongue cut off, and he got his rod cut off. Talk about mental fortitude, man. Talk about the key, the keys that you need to get in the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? You got to be ready to get your rod cut off. All right? You got to be ready to get your tongue cut off. All right? This devil is we prepare for the worst, man. When you read Matthew the 23rd chapter, they say some of y'all they would put in jail, man. Revelation the 2nd chapter says some of them you would kill. So some brothers are going to get tortured like this brother. Things written aforetime was written for our learning. So you're going to need mental fortitude to get through what we about to go through. Okay? Bring it out, brother.
Verse 5. Let me finish it off. It says, the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. Verse 5. Now when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him being yet alive to be brought to the fire. and to be fried in the pan.
So cutting out his tongue wasn't enough. Cutting off his rod wasn't enough. Now they say let's boil him. Let's fry him like you fry chicken. Count the cost, man. Count the cost when you come in this thing, man. This is the lot of a prophet. Like when you play basketball, what are some things that come with the territory? Sprained ankles, pulled muscles. What are some basketball injuries?
You can sprain the pull
Torn
muscle,
Achilles,
ACL,
ACL get popped out.
broken fingers.
Yeah, that come with the territory of playing basketball. These are injuries that happen every year in the NBA and college basketball. So what we're reading about, this is because of the territory of being a prophet. The prophets were killed. Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you that killed the prophets. All right? So this comes with the territory. All right? You have to count the cost, man. The men of great millstone, the men of wisdom are going to give you the nastiness of the scriptures, man. All right? That's it on that. All right?
Go back to that way
Yeah, that's enough of fortitude, man. See a brother getting his rod cut off, and he's still holding fast to the faith, man. Okay? Now what? We got prudence, we got fortitude,
temperance,
and temperance. So it's one more.
justice.
Justice. Let's get justice because we're going to be judges, man. Lord willing, we those men. All right? The Most High is teaching us how to be judges and rulers, man. All right? And he told us, don't show partiality in judgment, man. Okay?
This is justice, definition of justice. It says a concern for justice, peace, and genuine respect for people.
All right, and that's what the scriptures say. Honor the brotherhood. And it shows, when you read Leviticus 19 chapter, let me see your sword. This is the respect it's talking about for people. Keep reading, not. Keep reading.
This is an example of justice. It says, is someone being set free from prison after evidence shows they are innocent.
All right, and we're innocent. We're innocent. The elect are innocent men that this devil is coming down on. All right, y'all great. You know what? I'm not even. Yahweh Shah was an innocent man, man, and was put to death for nothing. Well, we know set up through the Spirit to die for the nation, the elect of Israel, but he didn't commit a crime, man. He was an innocent man, put to death unjustly by an unrighteous judge, man. Okay, and you can speak on it too, right?
This is a good one. It's a noun. Justice. It say the quality of being just, righteousness, moral righteousness to uphold the justice of a cause, the maintenance or administration of what is just by law. And it says, as by judicial or other proceedings, a court of justice. All right, and that's when you and having that knowledge and that wisdom, understanding that's justice right there. All right,
I found the scripture I was looking for. All right, here we go. This is Leviticus 19:35. You shall do no unrighteous judgments, Salaki. You should do no unrighteousness in judgment, in meteor, in weight, or in measure. All right? Just balances, just weights, a just ephah, a just hin shall which you bought out of the land of Egypt. All right? And when you read Zechariah the 5th chapter, it talk about Israel's sins being weighed in the balance, and their sins was filled up. All right, but when the Most High say you do in judgment, he's like, and you can liken that until when you have to judge cases, when you have to go to councils, judge brothers. All right, if one brother commit adultery and is off with his head, all right, another brother, you got to be just when you make judgments. All right. Now I will say this: every brother judgment can't be the same, because a younger brother can't get the same judgment an elder brother gets. If you've been in this thing 9, 10 years, it's just certain shit you can't do. All right? And a younger brother can come in and fuck up, He's going to receive more mercy. So much is given, much is expected. But and all around, when you judge, man, you have to have righteous judgment and not a respect of persons. Like, oh, this is my boy right here. This is my partner right here. He do something fucked up. You got to judge him just like you judge the brother that, you know, y'all don't have that close relationship with. You see what I'm saying? That's what the scriptures mean. You got to be a just weight, man. That's right. And that's what you got to do to be come into the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? You got to practice justice, all right, in your judgment.
Yeah, and that's judging righteously.
Judging righteously. That's right, huh?
And it reads, it says, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life.
Con. So it's nothing more profitable in your life than to have all of those things that the scripture that wisdom brings to you. Justice, temperaments, prudence and fortitude. All right? This is what you need to get into the kingdom of heaven. That's those keys, man, that our great king gave Peter. All right? Bring it out, brother.
Verse 8, it says, if a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old.
Come on.
And conjectureth aright what is to come.
All right. And for you to know things of old, all right, you can't prophesy if you don't know your history, man. How you going to prophesy if you don't know your history? There's no way you can prophesy. How you going to prophesy to the nations? And when you say the kingdom of heaven is at hand and you don't know that all of that only Israel could be delivered and salvation is only prophesied to Israel, then you got to know who Israel is. Then you got to know the name of our great King and our Heavenly Father, which was given unto us in the beginning, man. All right? So you have to know your history. Go to, what's this scripture? Go to, let me see, Wisdom of Solomon. What you doing?
I think this one you're looking for. The Romans 15 and 4.
No, we bring that one out. That's a good one.
This is Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
All right, you have to know everything about aforetime before you go prophesying and breaking down the book of Revelation. If you don't know your nationality, if you don't know your customs, if you don't know your culture, what good it is you go to prophesy about the book of Revelation. That's why the scriptures say desire to sit still milk. And everything that's done got to be done decently and in order. That's disorder. That's confusion. All right? Because the book of Revelation is talking about the 12 tribes of Yasharallah, man. All right? Let me see. Go back. There was one more. That's not what I was looking for. All right, I forgot that precept. Let's go. Pick up where you left off.
All right. And it reads, it says, she knoweth the subtiles of speeches, and can expound dark sentences.
Get Wisdom of Solomon 10 and 21. This is what wisdom make you do. Because, all right, when most of us came out of this world, we were brute beasts carried away to them dumb idols. We didn't know shit. I know I didn't. Before I bumped into wisdom, bumping in his face, I would have never read on the Roman Empire. I wouldn't have never read up on Greek culture, Western civilization. All right? I would have never went into etymology of words, and I went to college, man. I was raised by 2 college professors, man. Didn't know a motherfucking thing, man. Bring that all out.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10 and verse 21. It said, for wisdom openeth the mouth of the dumb.
All right, we were dumb before we came in this. We were brute beasts. Dumb dogs, man. The scripture calls everybody that don't have this doctrine, man. Bring it out, brother.
And it says, and made the tongues of them that cannot speak eloquent.
All right, when you come with these rivers of living water, man, and you got this bread of life with you, you become an eloquent orator, man. All right? And that's not because of us. That's because that's the Most High having mercy, man. When you hear Elder Tahar, Elder Yashawamba, Elder Ricard, Elder Ariamla, all right? Elder Kazakia,
Con.
all right? When you hear all those brothers rightly divine the scriptures, that's mercy, man. That's grace and mercy you looking at, man. And it's a gift. It's a gift, and you got to cherish it. All right? That's what I wanted to get on that. That's what I wanted to get. You can go back to.
Con. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, finish it off. It says, she foreseeth signs and wonders and the event of the season and time.
All right. So now, once you have your history, all right, where you come from, now you can go into the future. All right? This is what wisdom do, man. Give me Matthew, read that again. Read that again.
The end of
What the end of it, what you just read.
And it reads, it says, she foreseeth signs and wonders
Come on.
and the events of seasons and times.
Give Matthew 16:3. Maybe start at 2. This is what wisdom do to you. It puts you in reality.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, and verse 2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather,
Come on.
for the sky is red.
Come on.
Verse 3. And in the morning it will be foul weather today.
Right. So in this society, we look at the Doppler radar, the fucking eat the devil on there telling you what the weather gonna be for the rest of the fucking week. He called himself prophesying. We used to do that naturally by looking into the tree of life, man. Okay? So today, what's the day? Tuesday. This devil could tell you what the weather gonna be like Saturday. Okay? We used to be able to do that, man. He's doing it on the left-hand side. All right? But we did it according to wisdom, man. All right? Bring it out, brother. But this is what he can't do. That when you keep reading, this is something he can't do that we could do. Bring it out, brother.
It says, for the sky is red and lowering, O ye hypocrites.
Come on.
Ye can discern the face of the skies.
All right, you can tell what season it is. You can tell if it's going to rain tomorrow, if it's going to snow tomorrow. Bring it out.
But can ye not discern the signs of the times?
That is the time of war. It's the time of a paradigm shift. Get 2 Ezra 6 and 8. This is what they can't tell. Only men of wisdom can tell that this devil is about to go out of power. Our people can't see this devil falling out of power. They think this great red dragon going to rule forever. Well, we talking about Israelites. They can't discern that he's falling out of power. That's why all of these things are happening in these last days. Bring it out, brother.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 8. And he said unto me,
Come on.
From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Bring it out.
Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Break that down, right?
All right. That's the time we in now, right? So, the so-called white man, Esau, his power source is getting knocked down. So when all hell breaks loose, and the prophecy start kicking off even more so, when they fall, the house of Yasharallah, Israel is raised up. All right? The elect men that's on the highways and byways, Lord, with the prophesying.
That's right. All right? And who are the people that's discerning the signs of the time?
And that's the ones that's the Lord willing, the men of the Lord. That's
all right,
prophesying.
the ones that have wisdom around their neck like their kinswoman, as if she's their kinswoman. Those are the men. Okay? The men of wisdom are deciphering the times that we're living in a paradigm shift, a transference of power, emancipation proclamation, a transferring of wealth. Okay? Those are the times we're living in. Well, the men of Israel, the elect men of Israel, the Most High is going to use them to take down the nations out of their power seat. All right? And when we take them down, we're going to spoil them. We're going to take all of their riches, all of their gold, all of their beautiful women and whatever. And we're going to divide the spoil.
Yeah, righteously.
Come on, brother.
Oh, it's a deed.
Get back to the regular scheduled program, brother. And these are the keys to heaven, man. Hate to sound redundant, but these are the things you gotta have. You gotta have wisdom around your neck, because she's gonna stabilize you when all hell breaks loose. When you see 10 million down on this side, million down on this side. Wisdom going to let you know that it's not going to come nigh your dwelling. All right? That a hair on your head won't be harmed. Wisdom lets you know when there's a famine going all around us, that guess what? You're going to eat. You're going to have big turkey leg. All right? During a drought, you're going to have plenty of alkalized clean water, man. All right? She's going to stabilize you. She's going to stabilize you on the days that you don't have it, when your stomach is hurting, and when you are thirsty. All right? You're going to have build a fortitude to know that Yahweh Shema Shah will not lead you or forsake you. He's going to supply all your needs, man. Bring it out, brother.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8. And it's verse 6. And if prudence work, who of all that are is a more cunning workman than she? Oh, Salaka. We are on verse 8, Salaka. It's this Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 8. If a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old, and conjecture with aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtiles of speeches, and can expound dark sentences.
So she can tell you the past, present, and future, man. That's what make us immortals amongst mortals, because we have wisdom amongst us. We can tell what really happened. If somebody going to lie to you about the past, wisdom teaches us the truth about the past. The times we're living in this present time, the Most High teaches, wisdom teaches how you conduct yourself and how to carry yourself, all right? And then she tells you what's going to happen before it happens, man. That make you immortal amongst mortals. Bring it out, brother.
And it reads, it says, she foreseeth signs and wonders and the events of seasons and times.
All right, and what's the events coming on right now? World War III. We see it's going to happen before it happened, man. Drought, pestilence, mourning, lamentation, woe, man. All right, the men of wisdom see it. We know this the season. Give me Matthew 24 and 31. All right?
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 31. And it reads, and he shall send his angels with a great sound.
That's not it. Try. I'm looking for the parable of the fig tree.
Oh, that's 32.
Bring it up.
Matthew chapter 24 verse 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree.
Come on.
When his branch is yet tender.
All right, this is talking about a time period what we're reading about, all right? This is talking about knowing what time you're living in, all right? This is the Most High is using the allegory, all right? And he's liking the times we're living in until when a fig tree start bearing fruit, all right? And what he's saying is, bring it out.
And it reads, it said, when his branch is yet tender.
Come on, when you start seeing leaves grow on the branches, all right? These leaves start growing on the branches. What does it tell you?
It says, and put it forth leaves.
Come on.
Do you know that summer is nigh?
Wisdom teaches that's talking about our great King's second coming to the planet Earth. All right? That means we're going to see certain things and be like, oh, that's like it to the leaves on the fig tree. Earthquakes in diverse places. Uproars amongst the people. Drought. Famine. All right? All these calamities that was written about in Matthew the 24th chapter. That let us know summer is not. Our great King's second coming is upon us, man. Great death. All the governments, all the economies of the world crashing. Okay? Wisdom tells you the time you're living in. Most people don't know that. They can't see past the coronavirus. That's it. That's as far as their mind goes. Wisdom lets you know this corona shit is a scare. It's not the real deal. All right? This is one of the devil's devices to get the people in a frenzy so they could submit to his will. All right? Wisdom teaches you that. All right? Bring it out, brother.
Verse 33, it says, so likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things,
come on,
know that it is near.
Come on. So
even at the door.
All right. And that's what wisdom does. She teaches you how to navigate through this world and how to be in reality, man. Our people looking at this corona shit, they not in reality, man. Wisdom looked at them as malicious souls and she descended on them. So even when somebody come tell them the truth, they don't receive it. They call us conspiracy theorists nuts. All right? Let me go back to Wisdom of Solomon.
These people really is blind. You know, I've been hearing people say, man, I can't wait till it go back the way it used to be.
It's not going back to how it used to be.
Ain't never gonna go back the way it
And
used to be.
let's say it did get back close to what it used to be. It's not going to be for long. It's not going to be long at all. This is it.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 9. Therefore, I propose to take her to me to live with me.
All right. This is what you have to do, man. You have to cleave to these scriptures, man. You have to cleave to this doctrine of life. All right? Like you say, man, you got to be in the bed with your brother. You got to go to sleep praying. Go before you read, or wait before you go to sleep. Read the scriptures, and you wake up to it, like your wife. You go to sleep to your wife. You wake up to your wife, right? Do you? You married. You go to sleep. That's how I got to be with wisdom, man. You got to go to sleep with her and wake up with her, man. And then she would give you long life, man. Bring it out, brother.
And it reads, it said, knowing that she would be a counselor of good things.
Counselor of good things. Long life. Longevity. All right? Good health. All right? Teaching you how to manage your household and your children. A blessing will fall on your children. They be obedient. They thirst after wisdom like you thirsted after wisdom. All right? And if they don't, wisdom teaches you how to deal with them. If they don't receive it, wisdom put through the scriptures. When you read the scriptures, tell you how to deal with a family that's fucked up, that don't receive this doctrine. Because Matthew the 10th chapter tells us how to deal with it through wisdom. The what?
The sword.
All right, so like you said, all right. Wisdom tells you that all our family not going to make it. That he came to bring a sword. All right? And turn father against son, and son against father, and mother, so on and so forth, man. All right? Wisdom teaches you to cut them off your flesh if they don't submit to Yahweh Shema Shai's will. You got it, brother.
Got it. This is Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 6, going to tell wisdom. It says, forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. And that's going into the time of the trouble that we heading into now. All right, he keep this knowledge and this wisdom understanding. You know, from Yahweh Shema Shai, when the time of trouble come, she will. You know, she'll cover thee. She'll preserve thee. Like the brother was saying. You know, she'll expand your life. And in verse 7, it says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
And when she preserves you, how's she going to preserve you? She's going to bring you in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? You're not going to perish with the heathen. You're not going to perish with the wicked of our people. You're going to be preserved, man.
And in verse 8, and it said, exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou doest embrace her.
And the way you exalt her is by keeping her commands. By doing what she commands you is to study, to show thyself approved, to be a workman, rightly divine the scriptures, and go teach up people Israel, man, the truth of the scriptures, whether they hear or forbear. All right? And apply the doctrine to your life, man. And when you do that, she's going to love on you, man. Bring it out, brother.
Verse 9, it says, she shall give to thine head an ornament of grace. A crown of glory shall she deliver to thee.
And that's 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter. When our great king that was taller than his fellows set crowns on their heads, man. Those was men of wisdom, man. Bring it out, brother.
That's it on that one. Go back to that wisdom side.
Go back to that wisdom side. Well, time be flying, bro. Thought we was gonna have a little bit more time.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 9. Therefore, I propose to take her to me to live with me, knowing that she would be a counselor of good things.
Come on.
And a comfort in cares of grief.
Come on. And we about to go through some grievous times, man. That's why Isaiah 33 and 6 says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. It's going to carry you through grievous times. All right? Hey, son. Hey. Come in here and sit down. You out of order. Wisdom tells me to get a rod for his back. He need to be in here anyway. Come sit your butt down. Listen to the men of the Lord teach. Read, brother.
Kind. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 10. It says, "For her sake I shall have estimation among the multitude, and honor with the elders, though I be young."
Come on.
Verse 11, "I shall be found of a quick conceit in judgment, and shall be admired in the straight of great men."
Come on. And who's those great men? Let's get there, all right? We're going to see who those great men is and who she's going to get you admired by with those great men. Go to 2nd Ezra 2 to around 38, something like that. We're going to see who those great men is that you're going to get all that admiration from, man. Because, hey, the only great men on the planet is the men of the Lord. From the elders, a great millstone from Elder Tom down, man. Those are the only great men I know. Michael Jordan ain't great to me. All right? Tiger Woods ain't great to me, man.
You want
They infidels.
that great statue?
Yeah, just start at 38.
Kind. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and 38. "Arise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord."
Come on.
39. "Which are departed from the shadow of the world,
Come on.
and have received glorious garments of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua."
These the men of wisdom we're reading off. Bring it out.
Kind. If I could say, when it says right here, say which are departed from the shadows of the world, that's departing out, they're wicked elites and they doctrine and the philosophies of this world. So we departed from that. We came into this glorious faith in His light. And it reads 40. "Take the number, O Sion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord."
Come on.
41. "The number of thy children who thou longest for is fulfilled.
Come on.
Beseech the power
And
of
all these people we're reading about getting these glorious garments, all of their jobs they had to do was fulfilled. It's talking about those great men. Bring it out.
Kind. Beseech the power of the Lord that thy people, which have been called from the beginning."
You've been called from the beginning. That's why he told Jeremiah, before I put you in the womb, I knew you. We were there in the beginning, man. If we're the elect, we created this place, man. We're those judges and rulers. Alahayim. All right? Bring it out, brother.
"May be hallowed."
Come on.
Verse 42. "I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Sion a great people,
These great men. These great men we talking about. Bring it out, brother.
whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with song."
All right, and the reason he couldn't number because it was that great multitude. It was the 144,000 plus the 1/3. What the 144,000 and the 1/3. They're one of the same. All right, the 144,000 and the 1/3 is one of the same. But the 144 is the elite. Those are the prophets. Bring it out.
Kind. 43. "And in the midst of them was a young man of a high stature."
Our great king, still 33 years old, man. He a young man. A young man, man. Ready to get it in, man. He in his prime. Bring it out, all right?
Kind. "Taller than all the rest,
Taller than all the rest. All of his fellows. Bring it out, brother.
and upon every one of their heads he set crowns."
These are the great men that we read about in 2nd Ezra 8, man. These men that got these crowns set up on him. Those are the men of wisdom. You're not getting a crown on your head if you ain't a man of wisdom, man. All right? We press for time, Mark. We're not going to have enough time. Skip down to 2nd Ezra 8, where it says wisdom brings it into a kingdom.
2nd Ezra, you say 2nd Ezra?
Not 2nd Ezra 8. Wisdom of
Wisdom of
Solomon
Solomon.
8. It's going to have a scripture that say wisdom brings it into the kingdom.
Kind.
And these are the keys to heaven, man. You have to, the book of James, the 1st chapter say, any man lacks wisdom, ask the Most High, which giveth to man liberty. You have to be a man dwelling with wisdom, man. She has to know you, all right? When you have wisdom, you know how to navigate in any situation, All right, any area of life, when you're at a job, when you're at work, when you're at home, when you're going through various trials and tribulations, she's your protector. All right, when you're dealing with demon-ass women, all right, when you're dealing with wicked-ass bosses, when you're dealing with the coronavirus, all right, wisdom teaches you how to live and how to navigate through those things, man. You need me to find out? Is it
immortality?
We'll find it. Speak, all right? You can speak.
And hey, that's we trying to keep this knowledge of wisdom understanding till the end. To get up out of here so we can be them great men and get them crowns put on our head by our great king.
That's a lot.
Right?
It wasn't even in that chapter. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6:20. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. So you can't get in the kingdom of heaven without wisdom and knowledge. But read it again. Wisdom of Solomon 6:20. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom, man. So you cannot enter ye in the kingdom of heaven if you're not drenched in wisdom, man. All right? So that's the keys to heaven, man. Seek wisdom. Seek understanding. Ask the Most High to pour it on you. He give it to you liberally. All right? And when you become wise, you're going to become a man of fortitude, principle, prudence, all right, temperaments, and equality, justice. All right? So with that, we're going to give infinite honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kodash. We're going to give double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to my fellow laborers in Yahweh Shah, pushing this truth across the four winds. Kwam Yasharala,
Kwam Yasharala,
Abba Abba,
Baba Ba, Shalom.
Shalom.